I have big fingers. That's your follow-up? Let's do some furry struggle tweets. Let's read over what furries are struggling about this time. They always struggle. Work colleague has a Tesla. We nipped to town and I said I'll stay in the car, so he enabled dog mode. You'll feel at home, doggo. Thanks. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'd feel pretty flattered if a friend put on dog mode. Wait, there's a dog mode on a Tesla? My driver will be back soon. Don't worry, the AC is on. And it's 20 degrees C. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time I'm learning about dog mode in a Tesla. And you know, even though it's meant for dogs, I definitely think it's meant for furries too. Like in this case, oh, you don't want to go into the store? Yeah, I'll put on dog mode for you. And it's fitting in both ways. Not only is it nice and cool inside the car, you feel kind of doggo, but also sticking to your roots of being a furry. I like it. So this is your excuse to be able to be furry or doggo out and about when you're running errands. Next furry struggle tweet. Oh god, this is Telegram. You know this is gonna be good. How much English did you learn through roleplay in furry literature / porn? All. Possum. That's an accurate follow-up. I don't know how, but it is. JK, like 70% of it maybe. Oh my god. Which word do you learn first? Throbbing or deter? Throbbing. No! Do not follow it up with the fox sticker! Do not follow it up! You could have followed it up with any other sticker. I thought it would have been a bit more fitting if you followed it up with like one of those like cropped stickers, you know? But no, you followed it up with just a fox sticker. No! Don't do that! Also, why deter? What do throbbing and deter have to do with one another? They're not opposites. You even edited that. What is this? What's the reasoning for that? Also, what is the context of this conversation right now? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anyone that I would be having a conversation like this with. Just ever. I mean, at least he's being honest in this case. Just downright saying the first word you learned was throbbing, like my throbbing love for God. See, that's the application. That's how I learned the word throbbing. I gotta stop saying it. It sounds dirty. Just the mischievous sticker, the follow-up. Oh my god. Let's keep going. Oh no, something in all caps. I was at an AT&T store and I handed my phone to the worker who saw my furry wallpaper because they had to do something. I was very look over shoulder about it. And he said, don't worry, I'm not going through your photos. You know, if they saw the furry wallpaper, I'm sure that they would do everything in their power to avoid the photos to begin with. They would do everything in their power to avoid going through any of your photos. They saw the furry wallpaper and they're like, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing I don't go through the album here. So I'm gonna reassure this person that I'm not gonna go through their photos. To be fair, my lock screen is literally just like this. I mean, it's a good, you know, view of like, oh, hey, he's a furry. So if anyone looks at my phone screen, they're like, oh, hey, he's a furry. But also like, look at the back of the phone too. Like you can already see that I'm a furry to begin with. You know what you're getting yourself into as soon as you look at my phone, or if you start looking into it. That's pretty funny though. Let's go on to the next one. Huh? What on earth is the context of this? I just speed ran to the end of this. Google, what the hell? 958. What does the 958 at the end of this mean? What is that? What on earth is this tweet? Who tweeted that? Isn't that the Andrew Tate tweet? Is that an actual Andrew Tate tweet? It was a meme that went really big. So did he not tweet that and it was just like a Photoshop tweet or something? So realistically, this tweet was never a thing. It's like that whole thing of the Hot Pockets account saying the thing of being like stuffed with meat. And then the person that replied was a furry going like, and then they're like, what? When in reality, it wasn't a furry that tweeted that. It was just Photoshop with a furry account tweeting that or replying. And then the Hot Pocket account following through. So yeah, I guess the same thing here, you know, Photoshopping or being and impersonating Andrew Tate saying this, which to be honest, don't have Andrew Tate say this. Don't ruin more things for me. It's like Andrew Tate ruins everything he touches, okay? Keep him away from what I enjoy, okay? Keep him away from this. That's all I ask. God damn, you really got to question what is going on in your feed and algorithm. You might need to like jump ship to another account if that's the case. I'm just saying. Let's keep going. Oh my god. Now hold on. I'm just saying, if you see a furry struggle tweet and one of the replies is Ghost's face reaction, you know this one's gonna be good. I was with my normie friend and I wanted to show him a meme on my phone. I accidentally showed him Luna porn while scrolling through my gallery and now he looks at me weird. Do not great things. follows up with skull emojis. Another friend follows up with the ghost reaction emoji. This one's priceless. I should start using this from now on. Also, goddammit, why do all these furry struggles involve furry porn? Like, why? Why can't it just be something like the first one, where it's like a cutesy little message thing, you know? Why does it always have to revolve around furry porn? I feel like that's gonna be a majority of these. Maybe because we've only been through 4 so far, but still. Because that's the furry fandom. Well, shockingly for me, it's not everything. Even at the very least, when you are a furry, from the get-go, regardless of whatever you have on your phone, you should acknowledge that you cannot freely scroll through your photo gallery with any non-furry or any normie friends without picking out the photo first. That is a law of the land, something you have to keep in mind to not have situations like this. Either way, let's keep reading. Why don't you have it on a separate album? Valid question. It showed up on the general library with all the photos. I mean, also valid, but again, my point still applies here. Just be careful when you're scrolling through images on your phone with normie friends or non-furries in general. Same thing as you would be careful with scrolling through Twitter in public. Either way, next furry struggle. I almost wrote transferred instead of transferred. I mean, to be fair, that could just be a simple misspelling. You know, maybe you had like a brain fart or something, or like you were thinking of the next word you were writing, but you were already writing the initial word. You could very easily, you know, write that off quite literally as just a spelling mistake. That's not really a furry struggle. That's more like simple spelling mistake. Also, why the hell are you writing transferred so much, just casually? Because think about it. If you're about to write that, then your brain is thinking that. What the hell are you thinking of? You know, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But either way, the furry struggle here is, I'm not sure. I've got nothing really else to say about it besides cute icons. Very, very cute couple icons. Adorable. Next. Oh, that's some really cute art. Look at that smile. See, that's what I always love seeing. The smile with like the closed mouth and then like the blep, which kind of doesn't make any sense because it looks like their teeth are shut. How is your tongue going through that? Like, let me try doing it. That just doesn't look cute. How does that work here? See, like tongue, and then that's not cute. That doesn't look cute when I do it. How does that work? Look, their mouth is shut and their teeth are shut here. How does that work? See, that's furry art logic there. You can't really apply that IRL. But either way, cute furry art. They got the star cheeks and the blep. Very, very cute. Bro, this opened it in class. Why did it open it? Also, isn't that Facebook Messenger? How did it open in class, though? How the hell does that happen? I gotta know. Honestly, I gotta know. Wow, okay, so I might have had my very own furry struggle moment, and it wasn't even my fault. This was someone else, spamming emotes in someone else's stream, and yeah, okay. Let's just watch this. So I'm assuming oh yeah, they're going over unban requests. Dude, seriously? Oh my god, I gotta get rid of those emotes. Yeah, this is a moment where furries are ruining something that was nice, okay? Newting? Come on. Why? I don't even want to know his reaction. His face is gonna change in seconds. I can guarantee that. This is why we can't have nice things. The booty emo was an inside joke, and the gasm emote was also, you know, just supposed to be a gasm emote. So I guess to have nice things now, I gotta remove it. Well, let's see what the rest of this clip is supposed to be. I can guarantee his face is gonna change instantly. Yep. Yep.
What?
No.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Everyone is reacting to it.
Sub emotes are these?
No!
Sub emotes. Someone paid someone to make these as sub emotes to add to their Twitch channel.
Yeah, true. I mean, who could have done that? Clearly not me. It's not bad, okay? I mean, maybe maybe the booty one is, but the other one isn't bad. That's why, like, those emotes should stay in the stream and that's it, you know? Okay.
And the best thing about this is that Twitch said that these emotes were okay. I
mean, they did. let's be fair. They did say they're okay.
what do I even say?
They said sorry.
They said sorry though.
Thank you. Oh my god. I mean, the emotes aren't that bad. Well, there go my chances of being on an SMP. There we go. There's my furry struggle moment. Someone who can't behave and keep things in the respective stream and ruin things. God, what a bummer. Guess I gotta take out those two emotes. But either way, furry struggle that I myself am very self-aware with. I'm very familiar with this sort of furry struggle because I myself have been in this situation before many a time. So there's that. What on earth is this messaging platform? Discord conversation starting out with a pet and then a hungry emote. That's hungry. They're hungry. See, they have their mouth open, their eyes are closed, and they're hungry, okay? They want food. They're telling you, I'm hungry. That's what this emote's supposed to be. Someone reacted with a crying emoji to it. Oops. I didn't mean to send that. Someone followed up at 5 a.m. What the fuck are you doing at 5:30 in the morning? Lewd MF. And then a crying, distorted cat. What are these conversations? Do people talk like this? Should I be talking like this? I don't usually talk like this to begin with. I mean, yeah, I use furry stickers, but like, not really to this degree. Hungry emoji. That's how I'm gonna start talking from now on. Lewd MF. I have big fingers. That's your follow-up? That's your follow-up here? You know what? That's a solid excuse. At least you're being honest. I have big fingers. I do that all the time when I'm typing. I have big thumbs. Trying to type with these big little thumbs, because I type with my thumbs all the time. I don't go like most of my parents do. They'll just type like this. I don't type like that. I type with my thumbs because it's dual wielding action and it's faster. So you know what? I kind of feel the big fingers situation. Like, you know, big thumbs. Can't help it. Sorry. So you know what? I think that's a valid excuse. But also they don't believe it. They're like, yeah. Anyways. Oh boy, this is quite a lengthy one. I was trying to explain to my mom about going to AC without saying it's a furry convention, but at some point they found out and now my mom is researching about it. You know, that's not the worst thing. If they're researching specifically about a furry convention, that really isn't the worst thing ever. Because think about it, with AC specifically, with Anthrocon, like the whole city gets involved in like the con. Like I think a couple of like newspapers and articles were written about how like the area, the surrounding area of the convention actually gets like involved with the con. And that I think is probably one of the best things that could happen if your parents go into researching about furry, that they're researching about the furry convention Anthrocon. That's probably the best that could happen, honestly. But either way, what's the follow-up? But what actually happened? She started to ask if I had gender identity disorder because she was reading a website about furries. Okay, well, see, I set things up to potentially be a good situation. Well, I'm sorry to whoever tweeted that. I am sorry that happened. Because in reality, you know, you're just going to a furry convention and that's it. You know, you're just going to a con to have a good time. And now you got your parent goes to look up and research what furry is about, and then they come to the conclusion or ask you if you have gender identity disorder. Like I'm so sorry you have to deal with folks like that. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Still, that's really sad. Sorry I gotta deal with that. Oh boy, more Discord. Wait, this is a text message in Discord. You unsent a message? I have never seen that used on an iPhone before. This is the first time. I accidentally sent a buff furry to a classmate. Oh, well, that's not the worst thing you could have done. I could think of several other different things that he could have done are bad. Fuck. I meant to send a meme, but I sent a buff furry thing. I'm sending this to Strug. Why? The amount of times where someone accidentally sends something furry to another classmate and like the one follow-up that one friend has is like, I'm sending this to furry struggle tweets. It's like, come on. I didn't notice after like 10 seconds. I mean, I've done that too, don't worry. Dead. Keyboard spam. You unsent a message. Wrong one. Still, let's keep going. I was speaking with my teacher and she said to me, I've seen all of your drawings on your biology worksheets and see how passionate you are about art. Oh my god. I'm just saying, if you are doodling furry art, like usually I just keep that shit like to myself. I've had doodles before. I've done like doodles like furry art to an extent on like homework or whatnot, but I make sure it's in an area or like it's submitted in a way that the teacher doesn't see it, you know? Or like someone else doesn't see it. Like this is not being submitted to to a professor or a teacher or anything like that. This is another, I guess, PSA. Make sure, you know, your little doodles don't end up getting out anywhere else. But hey, you know, at least the teacher's being supportive in this case. Like, that is probably the best thing that you could get in this case. She's seen the furry art. I'm done. OMG, I wanna... She even said she recognizes my art. Oh no! That's even worse! That is as furry struggle as it gets. She knows. Why did I do this to myself? She even smirked when I had the realization hit me. Wait a minute, she smirked? Oh no. If she's smirking here after you realize it, then she probably also realizes that, you know, it probably wants to be like a low-key thing. And I'm sure everything was fine after that. That's a pretty wholesome ending. As embarrassing as it probably would be, it's still, you know, it's still pretty funny. It's still, like, not as bad as it could have been. Either way, next furry struggle. My friend patted my head and called me his little puppy. It's so over. I'm gonna be honest. Now I kind of want my friends to do that. I mean, obviously, depending on the friend, though, too, you know? If you're not that close and they do that, like, huh. Also, what on earth is this reaction? That is quite the face. Are they crying? Are they sweating? I think this is the first time it looks like eyes are sweating. Next one. I'm so How bored, OMFG, how does this happen? I mean, when I used to say it, I had no excuse. There was no like, oops, I misspelled it. I said it nonchalantly, just vor, just out in the open saying that. I think how it all started with the whole vor thing is I was really high and I tweeted once. And one of my friends who was into vor was asking me like, Beta, do you want cuddles right now? And I didn't know how to say yes without saying yes. So I said vor instead, and hope that made the message clear. Next one. I just joined a server made for an event at my school. Completely missed the fact that now 21 people know that I'm a furry. Oh no. Oh, gee, I feel this. I feel this especially since I had to use Facebook to message my group mates at one point. So we made a Facebook group chat. And I remembered nonchalantly like, oh yeah, I have a Facebook. I remember I logged in, joined the group, and it was under my Beta Eta Delota Facebook account, which had my fursuit and everything. So, yeah, that was out there as soon as the project started. But luckily, it was only like a 7-week project, so I didn't have to talk to them again after that. So it wasn't really the worst thing ever. Moving on. I growled in front of one of my coworkers this morning. I'm done for. How? No, seriously. I don't even know how to growl as is. I do this, but with barking. I don't even bark as is. Like, I mean, were you eating like Frosted Flake cereal and saying they're great? Maybe that contextually could help. I just don't know how you growl. I need more context for the situation. Then yeah, maybe it was called for. I'm assuming you growled because it was called for. Also, to be fair, it was this morning. You could have just been tired. I don't know. Still, the best thing that you can think in this case is that you growling, you show dominance. That's probably a good thing in the workplace, you know? Depends on how you look at it. You could be embarrassed or, you know, dead with the skull emoji like that. Or, you know, you could treat it as a situation where you're the alpha male. Either way, let's keep going. Oh, hey, I love this suitor. They're super, super sweet. Oh, and I love this trend, the suit versus suitor trend. The horse and then the selfie. Dude, you look handsome as fuck, I just want to say. But yeah, suit versus suitor. And then the reply, Walter White? God damn it. See, that's why I don't really like doing the suit versus suitor thing, is because I'm immediately going to be compared to some celebrity or someone in media. And I already know, as soon as I do a suit versus suitor post, I'm going to reply like this saying, Ted Cruz? And I do not want to be compared to that at all. Oh my God. Best case, you're being compared to Walter White. Walter White is such a meme. Think about it. He's probably like the longest lasting meme out of like all these memes so far. But either way, I want to go through one more. I want one last good one. Oh boy. Hashtag Fursuit Friday. Just a typical Friday on the main quad with a typical dragon sighting. Aerospace engineering at the University of Illinois. Wow. That is awesome. That is like the best reception that you could ever get from fursuiting on campus, which I did that once. I did that during Halloween, and I just got a bunch of weird looks, which is the first time I've ever seen an engineer or set of engineers, other student engineers on campus, make eye contact with me, or make eye contact ever for that matter, because, you know, Engineers hate eye contact. But yeah, you know, I think this is probably the best possible reception you could get from fursuiting on campus. I mean, obviously it's depending on how you see it. It's kind of a weird photo if you ask me. Hey, you know, it's kind of fitting with the whole dragon sighting on campus. So that's gonna wrap things up for furry struggle tweets for this time. Honestly, I think overall the quality of furry struggle tweets has definitely gone up. I think that there are a lot more that aren't just like the I made this noise in front of a coworker skull emoji, you know? I like, you know, seeing a lot more of like moments where like coworkers see you and they know you're a furry and they like do some small little poking fun at you thing. I kind of like that, you know, it's all in good fun, but it's also like internally you're like dying, like, oh god, why am I being outed for being a furry even more? Oh man, oh geez. So you know what, I kind of like this.